Alright, so today's video, we're watching a Gold 2 support on PC. They're going to be playing some Kiriko, Mercy, Baptiste, and Zenyatta with the hero pool. They say, oh boy, this match was definitely a game of all time. In short, I was being carried. Watching it back, I seem to have played well, but the game was too close for me to say I wasn't holding the others back. My DPS popped off, so I tried to help them with Mercy, but as you will see, I am definitely not a good pocket healer as of now. Please let me know how we could improve with a focus on the Mercy gameplay, as I used to be Plat 4, but now hover around Gold 2 or Gold 3. Thank you, big fan. Have a good day. It's always interesting when they say that they feel like they got carried. Although there was like a sentence here where you said you feel like you played well, but then you got carried. So that's, yeah, I was going to say that's kind of where I go, what? And I guess we'll just see. All right, here we go. It's time. Kiriko obviously is a great selection, pretty much in any map, any comp. Kiriko is just a good hero. All right. Good cleanse. I was going to say, your Brig probably falls over there, or because remember, Ash Dynamite applies the DPS passive the whole time, and then like 2 seconds after, because like the last tick. So, Ash Dynamite is so strong there, so if you don't cleanse your Brig, they probably die there because they don't have the ability to like heal up quickly because of the 20% healing reduction. I was going to say maybe right there you maybe cleanse your Tracer, but that's like, I'm not even worried about that. Nice shot. It's a good play. So far, so good. That cleanse was a cleanse, that's for sure. You hit the button. What made you feel like you got carried after the first team fight there? Now, granted, there's a whole lot more to this game, but, like, I see that and I go, I don't think that was your team carried you. That felt like your team played very well and you had good usage of your abilities. That's the part where I got a little bit confused, I guess. So, we'll see. We'll see. All right. Uh-oh. Taking the TP out. Nice. I mean, yeah, so far, so good. I mean, like, I guess I'm trying to figure out, are you saying because your teammates are getting picks that, like, oh, your teammates are carrying? But, like, it feels like this is a team effort. You're moving around the map. You're there to heal your teammates. You're cleansing your team. Like, I don't see it just yet. Yeah, I just don't see it just yet. I mean, that's where I'm at. I just don't see where you're seeing that. You said Ego VOD? So far, it's technically an Ego VOD. But even then, like, there's a lot to the game. I'm just saying so far it's been good. Classic no one pushing card. Kiriko actually is one of the best heroes to push card. Because you can do exactly what you just saw right there. You can TP up and be a part of the team fight. So, like, I feel like that's the correct hero if you're just trying to keep map control to push the card. Now, granted, when you watch my stream, no matter what role I'm on, whatever I'm on, that's who pushes the card because nobody wants to push card. But then remember, if you're a tank, you're also expected to push the cart and then also go and take the space creation and do everything else. And if you don't do that, you're just playing terribly, right? So even though if you're not pushing the cart, they're mad at you, and if you are pushing the cart, they're mad at you. So there's no, I don't think there's any winning in that one. Yeah, Tracer can be pretty good for that too. Kiriko is like a default one though, because you can just TP to your team. Now would be a good time to actually push the cart though. This is right here is where I'd recommend being on that cart. See that cart behind you that's not moving? That you would have already, okay, that one's on you. I'm not going to see what happens here, and it looks like you're going to win the team fight, but like that right there, easily could have been a way to lose the team fight. You're doing it again. You're doing it again. Why are you off the cart now? Why? Like, you're winning the team fight, but I don't think you realize how many times you're going to be able to lose a team fight off of that. You gave them, like, just a free, like, opportunity to capture the point. You won it, but, like, that can go the other way. When should you TP off the cart? As Kiriko, a lot of it just comes down to, does your team need help is the first step. And then number two is, are they running the cart to prevent you from pushing cart? And then you TP up. You give them, like, you keep the map control, and then you just let them kind of be on the low ground. That's pretty much kind of the best way to put it. Which is why Kiriko can be so good at that. You see, push is a map where you can see Kiriko pushing the bot a lot to help too, because you can TP in off of when they have the map control and then make the play. Because the pushing the bot won't be as important in some situations. I want you to get Sune as early as you can. Thank you. That was wonderful. Good job. So far, so good. Cleanse if you need to. Don't even need to. You're fine. They went Pharah. You're hard focused on Pharah a little bit. Lightheart, thanks for the 9 months. Finish fan, thank you. What rank is this? I think gold. Yeah, so far so good. Also, you're not getting carried. I don't. So far, you're not getting carried. This is just a team effort. Your team's dominated. If this is an ego VOD, keep in mind, this is a long game. So it can start off as an ego VOD, but it can shift real quick. So wait a second. So you went Mercy here because you said you needed to help pocket your teammate. What? I don't get it. Look at like how much time you have on the clock. Look at what just happened, and then you decided going into the next round, okay, we played that really well. What's the saying? Like, don't fix what isn't broken. Is that kind of feels like that here? Am I wrong? It feels like you just kind of, I don't know. I just wouldn't. You can make this shift later, but this feels like you're just, I don't know where you thought you weren't playing well. I don't know. We'll see. Well, I mean, yeah, Mercy Brick can be a tough support line comp. Although, I mean, it could be worse at the same time, too. I mean, it depends what they're running. If they're running Sigma, yeah, this is going to be tough because you just a lot of poke damage. Oh, no. I can already see what's happening. You're feeling obligated to push in with your out-of-position soldier. The problem is that their comp can grind you down, so the moment you run away from there, they're eventually going to grind you down, and you're going to fall right back to spawn. Yep, I can see, too. You feel almost obligated to be in there with them, even though you don't need to be. And honestly, that would be the worst play you can go with, because you're going to eventually get ground down in main, and you're not going to be able to get out. Yep. I mean, you can just see, look at your teammate's HP. It looks fine now, but look at their HP, chat. Do you see this? It's going to eventually get ground down. Oh, you're asking like, no, I have just a code. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll have one of those, but yeah, just a code right now for gamer subs. Code emongg, 10% off. No one told them to switch. I think they said in the description. They said in the description, my teammate was playing well on DPS and like we were getting carried, so they went Mercy to help their DPS. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think you've had anything right here on Mercy that has changed the outcome of how your team would be if you were on Kiriko. So far. Which is why Kiriko would have been fine. Like, I don't mind the Mercy swap. I don't get it because, like, it was going fine for your team to begin with. Davilix, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, this is going to happen, though. I talk about it all the time. You have good positioning, your team starts to win team fights, you start to lose that contain and that good positioning, and then rinse and repeat. And that's what we're seeing so far. I mean, the Mercy play hasn't been terrible. I mean, like you're doing what you're supposed to do in these comps. That's on your soldier right there, by the way. Thank you for not trying to res that. I respect that effort. You probably are going to fall over, though, but that's just because your teammate... That was kind of on your soldier. I hope you roll, too. That's kind of on your soldier, though. Your soldier, like, had, like... I don't know. I would have done the same thing as soldier, though. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I would have done the exact same thing. I would have gotten rolled, but I would have done that. Yeah, but, like, the Mercy pocket's so different now with the 20% healing reduction. That, like... I don't know. Definitely plays different. And you can't heal a tank up anymore, like... as Mercy, unless there's no DPS shooting the tank. They're just going to fall behind on heals eventually. You can Valk this if you want. I mean, you can have to Valk. You know you're in a spot when the best play as Mercy right now is to Valk a tank who's not even going to take damage because there's no way you'll be able to catch up on heals unless they take no damage. And the reason being is because of that tank passive. Hi, buddy. You coming to watch some of the gameplay? Great battle, Mercy there. Was there a broken keyboard? I couldn't see. I have Sully right here. Wonderful, Sully. Thank you. I am grateful. Thank you, bud. That was very nice of you. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Weedy, thanks for the 7 months of the tier 1. Thank you. Appreciate it. 7 months. I'm watching. I mean, that was just... Your team was... all over the place. I don't know what you were aiming for with that one, but at the same time, you're down in numbers, so maybe it was just like a die towards cart type of situation. I mean, even then, like, looking at who you have alive there, your team's probably fine. Now your teammate went Orisa, now you're back on Kiriko. See, you're back on Kiriko. And like you said, oh, you wanted advice on Mercy? I mean, I don't even think there was like anything that you did inherently wrong on Mercy outside of a couple of positional plays. It was the... I think it was more of the discussion of why you went, right? I think that's more along the lines of what it was. It was like, why did you go Mercy in that situation more than anything else? That was a hero selection decision, more than like how you played Mercy. In case you're wondering what happened right there, chat, I can tell you what happened. This is pretty simple. They were trying to teleport to their Soldier 76 on the cart, so they were hitting the button at the exact same time, so the idea was that they were going to TP and cleanse. So what happened was they went to go TP to the soldier died, so they hit their cleanse button, and they just cleansed the wall. That's literally what happened right there. Would I say the team is falling apart, or is this something specific that is causing the stagger? Just their positioning. I talk about all the time. When you're dominating the game, you have a tendency to lose good positioning, and then the reason as to why you were winning isn't working anymore. And that's all it was, is they were just like, they ran out of position, the cart got enough cart time, and they pushed it in. That's it. Also, I don't know what you were doing there in spawn, but you got to be careful of those moments. Maybe someone on your team's telling you to do something different. Maybe something's happening there. But that right there could be the make or break between holding a team fight on third and losing a team fight. I know why you cleanse that. You cleanse it because you saw the high noon, thought they weren't going to high noon right away and threw it. I'll give you that one. Your wrist is out of position in a second if they keep going behind the wall. Never mind, they got nanoed. Even then, it's a tank, so nano doesn't work like it used to. You just get rolled anyway. Yep. If your Orisa stays there, they're going to fall over. If you wait too long, they're also going to fall over. You could Kitsune them out. This is like a double whammy where you can kind of Kitsune in and out, where like you use it aggressively, but then you also... Yeah. There you go. And you waited so long. So think about that as an opportunity with Kitsune. And it's like one of those Kitsunes that like, it's not going to be inherently bad or good. It's just going to be good to have in the sense of like, you're going to use it and then your teammates can use it to disengage or they can use it to be aggressive. And there's no really wrong play with that one. Instead, you let them make the play, you let them out, and now you're in a spot where it's like, well, probably should have used your ultimate rather than wait. Even if you get an ultimate off here, I want you to see where the retake is going to be. They're going to be through the choke. They're going to have map control. You're going to end up doing like a 1v5, 2v5 type of Kitsune. And you're just going to lose the team fight. Like right now, you should already Kitsune. Already Kitsune. Hit the button. Just hit it. There's no reason not to. Even then, I feel like you waited too long. Like, yeah, that was right there. It was just a team effort of you played it too damn safe. Now, keep in mind, when I say playing it too damn safe, I'm not talking about playing out of position, because we already talked about how that's a bad thing. What I am talking about is you just weren't hitting your ult button. And that right there can be the make or break. At the very worst, you can finish with 0 time, and they don't have an attack. And you just win. And instead, you just sit there and you wait. You use a Kitsune that could have been used sooner and would have had 10 times more value. But instead, you decided to wait as long as possible. And you Kitsune cart, and what happened? Nothing, because nobody's there to be able to follow up. I mean, I definitely like the BAP better here than when you were playing Mercy, to be honest with you. So I definitely do like the BAP a bit better here. If you're not going to, like, I think Kiriko would have been fine still. I mean, I'll be honest with you, but we'll see. Okay, work with your team. I know you're probably typing to somebody right now, but, like, I'm telling you right now, you can't... You gotta be there to play. Like, look at that. They didn't get you there, but I'm telling you, you don't want to get in the habit of that either, because otherwise you're just gonna fall over. Adventure just got rolled. That's it. Nothing more than that. Remember, you have teammates too. All right, wonderful. Yeah. So why? What are you so worried about in that situation then? Good pick right there. That was good, but like you're leaving your teammates to go into DPS mode now. Which, by the way, it is good the DPS sometimes is BAP and as a support. But at the same time, you kind of left yourself in like a weird spot where like you can't keep up the heals of your tank. At a certain point, Overwatch now, when your tank falls to a certain HP, they pretty much fall over, except Hog.
Also, hi emongg, I just woke up.
Val, thanks for the 16 months of time. I think you just woke up. Well, I hope it was good. Good sleep. It's the 16 months. Second, just gold sport. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit... It's a little bit tough, to say the least. Yep. Basically, the moment your team has stopped snowballing, they've struggled a little bit more. Wait for it. You got an early pick. As long as your team doesn't push in, you should be fine here. Yeah, your soldier's dead. Now remember, that's also the Soldier 76 that you wanted the pocket on Mercy the time before, where you basically spent the whole half not bringing the same utility you were bringing before. Why are we waiting to window this? Hit that window button. Window! Window. Window. Even if you win that, I don't get why you're so afraid to use your ultimate. You have numbers now. You're in a good spot. Like, these are the plays that you need to make, and if you don't make these plays, you're going to struggle at times. You gotta be more proactive with your ult there. You were in a good spot to use it. All right, now you're on Zenyatta. Once again, my question here is why? What was it that made you go Zenyatta here? That's the part I can't figure out right now. It's like, oh, we had a good half on BAP there. Everything went well. I'm going to go Zenyatta now. Why? That's my question. And keep in mind, it's not really a discussion about whether or not Zen is a good or bad pick here. It's more along the lines of what is working is working. Why are you making these swaps? It's not like they're forcing you to go Zenyatta because, like, oh, like, this is happening. But you just went Zenyatta. And you made good plays, but I question, again, why you went the hero swap to begin with when everything else was working just fine. You said maybe they just wanted to play Zen? I mean, that's a fair statement. But based off of what they described, I think they just, like, they're, like, almost, like, looking at something that's happening in the game and then, like, just being like, oh, this is clearly a problem when there isn't one there to begin with. So they're just making changes to make changes. They're not even, like, they're not even doing it for, like, a rhyme or a reason. They're just doing it. They're just like, oh, I know that, whatever. I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm fine with this ult. I'd rather you hit your button there. I don't know. I'm not saying it's a good ult. I'm just glad they're hitting their button. You know? I didn't say it was going to be good or bad. I'm just glad they hit a button. Oh, on Ana now. Wonderful. Now, the reason you're going Ana here instead of Kiriko or BAP is... That was a random pedal. Should be fine here. Your team should have map control. That wasn't even on you. That was just like the most well-placed diva ult we've seen. Because I understand they could have maybe went to the corner of the door, but I think that's hindsight because you don't know the distance. That's just being a great ult. What do you have ult-wise? Oh, nice purple. Good job. Yeah, you win. All right. I mean, you win the game, but, like, you mentioned, like, oh, you got carried. Oh, you did this. Like, you watched it back. Like, honestly, what? I don't see any of that. Am I wrong? Like, I don't see, like, you getting carried. I see you kind of taking yourself out of the game to go random heroes because you thought that you needed to go those heroes, but in reality, your first hero selection from the get-go was the correct one, and then you just started making hero swaps to make hero swaps. Like, it didn't feel like there was a rhyme or reason. It just felt like you were, like, going, oh, this must be an issue somehow, some way. I need to go this hero, but in reality, like, you don't think you were being carried? No. If anything, it was just you making hero swaps that didn't really make sense to what you were trying to do. That's it. I don't see where you thought you were getting carried. You just kept switching heroes for no reason. There was like, you're just like, oh, I'm switching heroes. That's it. I'm going here. The Kiriko was fine. It almost like you were worrying about too much in the game that you thought you had to make all these swaps, when in reality, you just over swapped. That's how I saw it. You just made swaps to make swaps. Yeah. Mechanically, I didn't see too many issues. On Mercy, even Mercy, you were playing fine. That's it. I mean, that's how I saw it. Mechanically, you can always work in your position and things like that, but even that wasn't too bad. Outside of maybe when I'm pushing the card. Anyway, that's how I saw it. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. Actually, let me stop there for 1 second. I think you'll climb. You'll be fine. You just stop making all those hero swaps. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes, leave a comment. All of that helps. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. That is where you can do that. Pretty much anything that we do video-wise, my Discord's a good way to start. We also record these live on stream. If you look below the webcam, you can see the Twitch chat. We have a lot of fun here. Stop by if you haven't. With that being said, I hope you have an amazing day/night.